are going to do is our beam activity. So we're designing the roof for Palatine High School, and they have 2,700 students. So the first thing that we are going to do is calculate our snow load. What you should have out is your beam design activity, your grid paper to write on, and then your packets. Okay, so that's everything you should have out. So our first question, if you go to the back page, says calculate the snow load. So I kind of actually walk you through each step. So we're going to calculate our snow load, and in order to do that, we need to write down a few things. So this is kind of what I write on the board is what I'm expecting to see out of your work. There will be an assessment. You are able to use your notes from this activity on the assessment. So the more you write down, the better off you are. So step one, okay, is calculate snow load. Alright, so let's write down our givens. I'm going to kind of break this into steps. So what are our givens? Okay, so you can look in your worksheet. It says, oh, we know that the CE equals 1.0. We know that CT equals 1.0. We know CS equals 1.0. And then we're also given all these different things about our roofs and the criteria. So I'm just going to make a note that it's a flat roof as well. Okay. So now we're going to find our snow load. So let's write out our formula. Your formula was on your PowerPoint. So PS equals 0.7 CS CE CT IS PG. Okay, so that's your formula. Please write this down because this is all you will get to take your assessment. I will not give you this formula. Very important. So now let's kind of plug in let's kind of check off what we know. We know CS is 1, we know CE is 1, we know CT is 1. So now we need to find IS and PG. So IS is the importance factor. This is step C. Okay, finding your importance factor. So the way that we do that is going to our packet, and that's kind of the first page on your packet, and you are going to find your importance factor. So we know this is our importance factor, but we don't know if we're occupancy category 1, 2, 3, or 4. So how do we figure that out is reading what kind of occupancy category we are. So once you read through this and look through it, you would figure out that, one, we're a high school facility, and there's 2,700 kids. So some kind of hints to me is containing adult education facilities, elementary, secondary school. So that's telling me I'm in 3, but I'm going to keep reading, and it's saying that your occupancy load is greater than 250. We're at 2,700, so we're definitely greater than that, and we're in a high school, which is secondary school. So we are category 3. Once I know I'm category 3, I can then go up to my importance factor little table, go to category 3, and the IS is 1.1. Let's see if I can. There we go. So I'm category 3, go over here, category 3, 1.1 is my IS. So what I'm expecting you to note is 1.1. So you're going to say category 3 because, if you want to abbreviate, that's fine, because we're a secondary school, so use the terminology they did. Secondary school with more than 250 students. Okay, so that's my IS. Now, the next thing I need to find is PG, which is my ground snow load. Okay, so now I have IS, now I want to find PG. So PG, the way we get that is by a map. So if you turn to the second page here, look at your map. We are in Chicago. Palatine High School is right by my house, 20 minutes away. So it's Chicagoland. So in your map, look, figure out where Chicago is. Here it is. And in that space, follow that space until you find the number. So Chicago has a ground snow load of 25 pounds per square foot. 25 pounds per square foot. As you kind of find each variable, give me circles. It's very easy for me to follow your work. So now I have them all, and then you'll plug it in. Okay? I'm going to have to erase a lot. sure you have that. Alright, so I think I was on step D, I think. So step D, we're going to plug in all our variables. So we have PS equals 0.7 CS CE CT IS PG. So let me plug those in. 0.7 times 1 times 1 times 1 times importance factor, which was 1.1 times 1 PG at 25 pounds per square foot. Okay? Multiply that all out. I get a PS of 19.25 pounds per square foot. Give it a nice circle so I can easily find it. So, now the next step is a check. And I kind of quickly went over this check in the PowerPoint. So I'm actually going to go back to it because it's very important that you write down this check so that you have it for your assessment. So here is our check. So once we figure out what our snow load is, we then have to check that we're meeting minimum requirements, because maybe for some reason this becomes really, really low. Well, we still want to design for those extreme snow cases, so we have a built-in check to make sure that we're actually designing for that minimum amount of snow. So let's see, our PS, okay, so first we start with our PG. So you're going to want to write down all of this, okay? So this is your design snow load PowerPoint slide. So PG, let's figure out what our PG is. We said our PG is 25. So step E. PG equals 25 pounds per square foot. So 25 is greater than 20 or less than or equal to than 20. It is greater than 20, so we're going to use that equation. So since it's greater than 20 pounds per square foot, we will use this equation to check. So then you say PS is greater than or equal to IS times 20 pounds per square foot. So let's see, plug in some numbers that we know. Our snow load is 19.25. Okay, and this needs to be greater than or less than our importance factor, which is 1.1 times 20. Okay, and then you calculate that out to get 22. Okay, so it's 22 or 19.25. Okay, so we're going to use either one of those loads for our snow load, which, well, maybe we can't answer, but the one that we want to use is the bigger of the two. Make a note of that. Whatever one is bigger, you use. Use a bigger load. Very important. Okay? So, what we're going to then say is our final answer for step 1 is that our snow load PS equals 22 pounds per square foot. We're going to put a big rectangle around it. So that's your answer for step 1. What is your snow load?